Hey everybody, this is Jeff Thiel from Motor Rose Music and doing something a little bit different today. As you may have noticed around me, I have some various collectibles, not to mention some of the guitars I have accumulated because of this channel. But, I got some, books and mugs and a lot of albums. And, excuse me, this weekend I had done, made the rounds of various thrift stores and shops looking for albums. So I thought, and I found quite a many, probably too many, and I thought it'd be neat to do a video, maybe every week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes. I've tried to do, rankings and lists before, and they don't really get watched. But you know what? I kind of like this. That's why I collect albums. A lot of you are probably collectors of vinyl as well. So I thought, what the heck, I'll just grab one that catches my interest and maybe talk about it, and you can share some of the ones that you found or they're trying to get. They are starting to get expensive. So I'm old enough that where, of course, vinyl was still around. I was born in 1970, and, I saw albums, 8 tracks, cassettes, and then give way to CDs, and then those are out now. So I've seen plenty. I still have ones that I bought when I was 5 years old. I was back in 1975. So I hung on to most of them. There's a few that have disappeared, as they do. But this weekend, I went around, and I always like to go to thrift stores, not because there's a lot of great stuff there, because usually it's kind of like polka bands or Herb Albert. Although I'm looking for the one with the girl with the whipped cream all over her. My mother had that album years ago, and she probably threw it away. But that's the only one that I think anybody's familiar with. And then you get Johnny Mathis and Perry Como and crap like that, and some weird stuff. But this weekend, I went to a thrift store, and what I did find for $1.99 is Elvis's first album. Now, for all you collectors out there, I'll try to get this in as close as I can. I have some pictures of it. But yes, this is Elvis's first album. He had done his recordings with Sun Records, and then RCA bought, I think they paid, was it like $30 some thousand dollars, maybe it was 40, I don't know, for the rights to it. And then they put out in 1956 this album, Elvis Presley. It's been copied. Who was it? Clash did London Calling in this same pink with green. What great colors. I mean, back in 1956, to choose his name in pink and then green down here, his last name. Great picture of him. Yeah, this was his first album, and it was $1.99. To get this album for $1.99, and it's in, there's collectors out there that are probably, scoffing at this because there's tape on it. There's, you can see where there was a price tag at some garage sale or something. It says 25 cents. The hell was selling this for 25 cents? Yeah, it's a little rough condition. I played it. It looks rough as hell, but sometimes that doesn't tell the story. You put them on there, yeah, it's going to crackle, but it played fine. So what is on this landmark album here that I got for $2? Side one, really, this is the album. This first song, Blue Suede Shoes. Of course, it's Carl Perkins. Then after that, you had I'm Counting on You, I Got a Woman. That's a great version. I think that's the second best song on here, in my opinion. That is a Ray Charles tune that he did. Robert Plant did a good version of that on the Honey Drippers album. One-Sided Love Affair, I Love You Because, and the next song, Just Because. Then he did Tutti Frutti. That's a Little Richard tune. That was a good song. It was a good cover. And Elvis didn't write any of his stuff. He just covered stuff. trying to get to you. I'm going to sit right down and cry. I'll never let you go. Blue Moon and Money Honey. So, I mean, pretty much this is blue suede shoes. And, you know, I Got a Woman is really the next strongest in my opinion. I'm sure if you know, other than blue suede shoes, if anyone's familiar with this, tell me what, you know, if there's any ones that you like other than blue suede shoes. So like I said, the vinyl is in, if you looked at it, is in pretty rough shape, but you know, it's got the cool RCA Victor logo on it, the dog looking into the old gramophone there. I think that's what that particular type was. And you know what? It plays. There's no cracks. There's scratches, but it really, I didn't get any skips. It was $1.99, and I'm glad I saved it from the thrift store, because this is really, I mean, this is a landmark album. The cover and everything, so influential, and it's Elvis's first album. I'm glad I found it. So, hope you enjoyed that. I am going to probably try to do one of these every week. I will pick an album out of my collection. It might not be, in fact, a lot of them won't be as big as Elvis, but it might be for album covers. That's what I buy the most. There's a great record store, and probably where I get most of my stuff, called Exiled Records in Beaverton. Actually might be in Portland. It's right on the line between Beaverton and Portland, Oregon. Great little shop, great prices. And this is not sponsored in any way. I just like them, and that's where I got some of these other ones. This whole stack here was what I got this weekend. Most of them were from Exiled Records. So, and then the other place, estate sales suck, because most people, it's companies that are doing it, and if they recognize the name and it's a gold record, they think that their record is literally made of gold. You know, there'd be like, what's his name? Lawrence Welk for like $10 or something. It's just crazy. So, and if it's the Beatles or Elvis, they'll want $100 for it. So I rarely ever buy anything from an estate sale. They're just, prices are stupid. But I hope you enjoyed this. I will try, they'll probably be shorter, so I won't have to be explaining what I'm doing here. And I might even cut them down to a short. But I hope you enjoy this. Please let me know maybe some finds that, that you've come up, you know, like Elvis's first album in a thrift store, maybe a good Beatles record. I did find some of those this weekend. And as always, keep rock alive.